Hey, this is Todd, Red River Tactical and Outdoors. Today we're looking at the CZ Scorpion EVO 3 S1. You can see it right there. This is not my gun. A friend of mine brought this gun to me and was wanting me to shoot it and try to get this thing sighted in. First off, I'll say he had this EOTech on there. This EOTech crapped out before I got it. Actually, it won't come on, it won't do anything, and I'm not real happy with EOTech about this. The EOTech is when you pay $400 for a red dot, you expect it to last a lifetime, and if it don't, you expect a replacement, but they're giving him trouble with that, so that's a later video for another time. Alright, so back to this CZ Scorpion EVO 3 S1. So I got this gun. I love CZ products, and I've been wanting to get a hold of one of these for a long time and shoot it because I think it's a competitor to the SIG MPX and a lot of the 9mm carbines out there, and I thought, man, CZ, their reputation is going to be a good gun. I'd like to get a hold of it. So I got it, I shot it, and I have to say I'm less than impressed with it. One thing is the iron sights will not sight in on this gun, and it may be because there's an aftermarket forend on it, and this is called, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but I'm going to say it's, I don't know, it's PAKSE Sapper, and you can see that right there maybe. But that's the forend that was put on this gun. I don't know that if it's just too tall, but what's happening is I'm trying to zero this gun in at 25 yards, and the front sight post will not screw down low enough. So what's happening is from 25 yards, I'm aiming at the head of a target and hitting center mass. So it's shooting about 4 inches low at 25 yards. Which is not good. Now I know a lot of people out there are going to say, well, it's just iron sights don't matter. Iron sights are the most important sights you have on a gun, because if that EOTech's going to take a crap and die on you, every other red dot out there will eventually die on you. So your iron sights are the most important sights you can have on a gun, and you need to learn to shoot them and be accurate with them. So more about this gun. One thing for me too, it's the gun's a little bit too short, because when I come up, I want to hook my finger around that hand stop right there to pull it back into my shoulder like I like to shoot guns. If you do that on this one, I was shooting with gloves on, it wasn't too bad, but if I didn't have gloves on, it would be burning my finger, so I would need to get behind that hand stop. The thing about getting behind that hand stop is, again, this forend is really slick, so you really can't get a purchase on to pull back into your shoulder. You can use the magwell. I don't like to use a magwell grip, but if I was going to shoot this gun a lot, that's probably what I would be doing, is using that magwell. Some more things that I don't care for on this gun. The safety selector. You can see that safety selector. It's very stiff, and it's just not real user friendly. It is ambidextrous, so where you can disengage it with your right hand thumb, you can engage it with your left hand, but it's just a little funky. The trigger is absolutely terrible on this thing. It's very inconsistent. We'll take this mag out, and you can see you got, sometimes you got take up, sometimes you don't. Take safety off. But you can see the take up, then it breaks. It's real spongy. The reset's right there, not a bad reset, but it's just a real spongy, and I would say inconsistent trigger on it. I'm sure they make aftermarket triggers to put in these things, so the trigger wouldn't be that big of a deal. So that'll send us to the mag release. So in the last round, that bolt locks back when you're doing mag changes. You come down here, it's got a Magpul enhanced mag release on it, so you can hit it at the bottom for an AK style release, or you can hit it with your thumb. It's got like little pedals right there that you can hit with your thumb and get the mag out. The problem is, on an empty boat, neither one releases the mag without you having to come in and strip it. So I don't like that. That makes mag changes really slow. The funny thing is, if you close the boat and hit that release, it dumps the mag right out on the ground. But that works kind of opposite of how it should, so that's an issue. I didn't like that. So safety is very aggravating. The trigger is horrible. The mag release does not do what it's supposed to do. So that's 3 of your main things against this thing right off the bat. Let's see. The boat release is not ambidextrous. It's on this side. That releases the boat. You can lock the boat to the rear with the charging handle by pulling it up. That way, when you load your mag, come over the top, slap it, and then it goes home. And the charging handle will change out to the right or left side of the gun. That's a plus. It does have sling mounts. This is a pistol brace, and the pistol brace folds, which is nice. I don't have a problem at all with the pistol brace. The brace is fine. It's just the rest of the gun. It's not a comfortable gun to shoot, and it surely is not. You're not going to be fast with this gun. There might be major upgrades out there that you can do to it to speed it up. I don't know, but to me, this gun is not worth the money that you pay for them. I'd a whole lot rather have the SIG MPX, in my opinion. It's more like on an AR platform also, so it works just like an AR. This thing is very reliable. I hadn't had any malfunctions, and I've shot some of the crappiest ammo that I have through it. It's very reliable. It's going to shoot, and it shoots tight groups. 25 yards. The bullets are right there together. It's tight. It's just 4 inches low. With the red dot on here, you could get accurate with it. You can zero that red dot in and be accurate with it. But again, like I said, it's just not something that I would like. It breaks down fairly easy. You take this pin out right here. Pin comes out. The trigger group, all the trigger group slides out, and then you got access to the barrel and everything else to clean. So it's no big deal on a field strip. I'm not going to do it, but it's not a big deal. And I think that's about it. We went through the gun from stock, safety, trigger, mag release. Everything I think is covered. I'm just not a big fan of it. And like I said, I love CZ products. The CZ P10 sold me. I like it. The P07, P09, great guns. The Scorpions, lovely guns. But, I mean, the Shadows and the Scorpion pistols. But this one, I'm just not a fan of. And I hate it because I really wanted to like this gun a lot. I will put a little bit of shooting on here on this video. I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time shooting this thing. But if you have any questions or comments, please drop them below. If you have any suggestions about the CZ Scorpion EVO, put them in the comments. And I'll try to answer any questions you have, or viewers can try to answer some of them too. But this is Todd, Red River Tactical and Outdoors, reminding you to be safe and always be ready.